Same question to you. Where do you stand with legal cannabis, recreational and medicinal?
I think it's far past time that we take all cannabis products off of the federal Schedule 1. It is an absurdity that we've even had it on the books for this long, and the war on drugs, which began in the 70s and 80s, has been basically a war on the poor and on Black and Latino families in this country. It has devastated millions of lives, millions of families from this absurd failure of public policy. And during this period of time, we tripled the prison population in this country, throwing so many people into cages, ruining their lives, and basically ensuring that they will make it very difficult for them to be productive members of society. So I am in full support of cannabis decriminalization at the federal level. Now, I was in California recently, and they have recently, as of January 1st, legalized cannabis products. And it is not anything that looks crazy. It really looks like any other business. They have storefronts. You walk in, they check your ID, and they have a wide variety of products that you can purchase, and they'll even tell you about what everything is, because a lot of people don't know. So there is a professionalism there. This can be a viable business if the federal government just gets out of the way and stops going after these cases. But unfortunately, this has been a policy error that has been pursued by both Democrats and Republicans. And unfortunately, we have an attorney general now that seems to have a very antiquated approach to this. So cannabis has, I think, enormous potential for economic use and medicinal use. I can't help but thinking that if it had been legal, if these pain relief options had been around, we may not have gotten into this opioid crisis, at least to the awful extent that we have now. And this could have been, I spoke to a young man in Wise, Virginia, who, because marijuana was illegal, was put on probation for possession. And during probation, in order to pass the drug test, he began using opioids to get high. And that threw him on a journey, a 3-year journey of addiction, which he's still fighting to completely get off of the addiction program. But that's just one example of how many lives this insane policy has ruined. It's time to take it off, to stop prosecuting people for basic possession.
Justin, how though do you square the fact that states that have allowed for the medicinal recreational marijuana are seeing trips to the emergency room going up? We see that there are marijuana-related fatalities of people who consume too much and have had accidents. We've seen an increased number of car crashes. How can we make sure also too we teach our children about this potential new product that might be available when studies show that it actually can increase the onset of illness like schizophrenia before your brain is fully developed in your mid-20s. There's a lot of potential negative health implications of this too.
Yes, but I would say those are exactly the same effects of alcohol or many of the pharmaceuticals that are currently legal and have been heavily marketed over the past 30 years. Now, there's still a lot of research to be done because it's been illegal and there's been this taboo on cannabis. We haven't had enough research to actually understand how different strains and different levels of consumption affect people. Unfortunately, one of the big challenges is that there's still not a great way of testing someone for being high while driving, because unlike alcohol, which is in your breath, the THC from cannabis, stays in your system for a very long time. So there is a lot of work that has to be done, research that has to be done, and laws that have to be worked out in the regulatory process by the experts on these issues. But I very much think that it has an enormous potential to save lives, save money over the long term. And while we have seen those studies, I also saw a study that recently came out that Medicare did. Actually was done Medicare patients in Colorado and Washington, and they saw the amount of prescription drug use and opioid overdose go down by 15% in just those 2 years that they legalized cannabis products.
Justin, thank you. Kim, do we have time for one more question? We do.